Hello everybody and welcome back to Dork Points. This is Ron and today we're talking about 7 games that are leaving PS Extra in April, starting with Marvel Puzzle Quest Dark Reign. Yep. This is what it is. Columns. It's not as fun as Tetris. It's like shitty columns. To be honest, I actually did play this one quite a bit, and it just and there's no difficulty settings or anything. It just gets to that point where the game stumps you, and you know, I'm not that smart to begin with, but yeah, honestly, like if there was anything in this game that could hook me, it just didn't do it. It was poor. All right, moving on to Too Dark. This one very much interested me. I saw it on sale, always cheap on the PlayStation Store. I was so glad that it was free in PS Extra, but I didn't even notice it in there until it said it was leaving this next month. So I finally got to play it because it's always like $1.99 in the PlayStation Store. So I was always kind of intrigued, and it had a good look to it, a good theme. And, you know, that Horror Stories game I played for Rattlelake or whatever it was. Yeah, look at that cool opening. Yeah, this game's got a lot of cool stuff going for it. But again, it's top-down, and unfortunately, it is just not as satisfying as that stupid, is it Rattlelake or the other company? I don't know. Horror Stories, that stupid game. In this game, you have to figure a bunch of stuff out, and then rats attack you at random. It's a little annoying. All right, moving on to Gabuchi. Gabuchi is this seems to be very simple puzzle game. Listen to that music. Dead. Yeah, the tutorial, like the first 7 levels are the tutorial, and it will fool you into thinking this game is easy and fun. Look at that trick I made there. Yeah, and that took me like 10 tries to figure that out. So as soon as you get beyond the tutorial, things start to get real, and this cutesy little numbers muncher guy becomes kind of a living hell. Nothing's easy to figure out. So you can change color back and forth between your number muncher's character, but every block you touch, and it's super touchy too, and sometimes that's the problem with the game. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna finally solve the... oh no, never mind. Okay, it's the next run. Here we go. I'm gonna finally solve the puzzle, so see how I do it here. It's super touchy though. Right, I got top... yep, and then I do that. I switch the colors. Oh my god. And then this is the final level, which I got completely stuck on. No idea what to do in this level. You know, but I gotta say, that was fun, actually. Alright, and speaking of fun, The Wonderful 101. This game was also actually fun. It's a combination of, like, Lemmings and Destroy All Humans. It's got a lot going for it. So you are a superhero, and as you can see, I look like a big sword right now, but that's just my power stance. But you collect humans, and you add them to your hero collective, kind of like Lemmings, and you run all over the map, and you try to defeat the bad guys, and, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I really liked it. It was really fun. The first couple levels were really cool, but then I came across this level where you had to solve a lock combination, so you had to make a bunch of people turn into a fist. There we go, fighting the shit. Yeah, such a cool game, but you had to make these people, like, turn a lock to, I don't know, open a gate. It was just totally confusing. It didn't give you any advice. Alright, moving on to Croixleur Sigma. So the name itself is French, I think. It's Croixleur, Sigma. Croixleur Sigma. Clearly a Japanese game. What it is if you ever played Lord of the Rings, I think it's Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers on PS2. It's a tower game. So you're on a disc, and you're fighting a bunch of dudes, and if you beat them, you proceed to the next disc up the tower. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but if you've ever played a game like this, you would understand. But that's all this game is. I thought something more was going to happen, but it just kept going and going, and you just have to proceed. You have to beat these guys and go on. Alright. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Blah. Oh, so many Japanese games with long names that I don't understand. I don't know Naruto. I thought he was a ninja. This is very Mortal Kombat kind of thing. This is the first moment in the game that you get to play as a character. I guess it's supposed to be the tutorial, but it's super hard. It's hard as nails, and I don't understand. Are you supposed to have known these games before? Because that's not good. Like give me something I can play or show me how to play it. Basically, the game did this whole opening story, and then it showed me a screenshot of the move list, and then it just shoved me into this fight. And I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know that I lost this fight 3 times, and I have no interest in playing this game anymore. Unfortunately. It's sad, I'm old, I know. Sorry, guys. Alright, moving on to the Caligula Effect Overdose. Now, this one is interesting, because it's got a lot of stuff going for it. When you talk to a character, and you interact with them, you have certain choices, and every time you make a correct choice, you get an acquaintance, and that acquaintance level rises. It stinks of Persona, I have to say. It stinks of Persona, and I like that part of it. But, you know, again, I've only played the first 2 hours of this game, and you're just running through a high school, and then you get some fights here, which you will see in a minute. Here we go. Let's start a fight with the corrupted ones. It looks just like that goddamn Collier Sigma game. It's a circular level. It's turn-based. It's a turn-based game, which is interesting. And when you beat the level, you go back to the Persona world, and yeah, it's got some stuff going for it, but man, I guess I don't really care. So, I'm so sorry. So there you go. There are the games that are leaving in April of this year. I liked a couple. I'm sorry. Yeah, check them out. You know, I enjoyed playing them as much as I did, and that's about all, to be honest. But, yeah, there you go. Alright, good night, Dork Points.